In this video, I'll go through all you need to know about the Social Security lump sum payout check, including who might be eligible, how much it might be, and how to apply for this kind of payment. I am fully informed, plus a ton more for you right here in this video, because that's the main topic. Let's dive in and go over every detail right now. First off, the Social Security Administration does, in fact, offer lump sum payments. Beneficiaries. I should note that not all beneficiaries are eligible for this, but I will again specify who is and how much you might be able to receive from it, because the Social Security Administration offers a range of distinct lump sum payments, administration based on the kinds of benefits that individuals receive. However, we're only going to talk about one kind of benefit in this video. I'll discuss the other kinds of payments and back pay that are provided in later videos. There are many different payouts like this available for beneficiaries in other states, and I will cover them all for you in future videos in addition to this one. However, before we dive in, please note that if you haven't already, make sure to do a great favor for yourself. The big old subscribe button is waiting for you right below this video. Be sure to hit it if you intend to subscribe. It's completely free to do so. If you haven't already, I'm always here to support you, doing the research so you don't have to, answering your questions, and doing all in my power to increase your monthly revenue. Maximize both your lifetime earnings and annual income in addition to supporting you with anything else you may need right now. A lot is changing, so let's just say that this is a difficult moment. The past few years have been particularly difficult in terms of low-income people's money. Fixed income or not, I'm here to support you in any way I can. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe below. I sincerely value each and every one of you in our community. We must stick together at this time. Thank you so much for everything. Let's speak about the specifics of this now. To start, there are a few things you should know. First, what is your full retirement age? This is about Social Security retirement benefits, so if you're a recipient of SSDI, if you receive SSI benefits similar to this, be sure to watch my other videos where I discuss lump sum payments or large checks that may be sent out in similar situations. However, in this instance, we're talking about retirement benefits from Social Security. We need to know your full retirement age, which is often between the ages of 66 and 67, and is determined by your birth year. Since I've already covered this in previous videos, you're presumably already aware of this. I won't get into too much detail here, but essentially, if you were born in 1960 or later, your current flow retirement age is 67. However, depending on what lawmakers do, that might change in the future. Entirely different situation, and nothing has changed as of yet, all right? But this is what happens if you wait to file your benefits after you become an AG. All right, so whatever the outcome, it might be 66 or 66 in 6 months. If you wait to file for your benefits, keep in mind that you can do so as early as age 62. However, I want to emphasize that if you submit for your benefits before your normal retirement age, which could be 67, complete retirement age, which means that you would not be eligible for this lump sum payout between the ages of 62 and whatever your full retirement age is. All right, so once more, is Social Security being cruel? No, it's not just the regulations in place here. All right, so these are some of the various program parameters as well as the advantages of not filing for benefits right now and waiting to receive them. So once more, it doesn't. I can't sit here and tell you what to do. You have to do what's best for yourself, your situation, and your financial condition. It doesn't really matter if you want to file at age 62. There is nothing wrong with that at all. Completely up to you, as each person's circumstances are unique. But this is what happens if you apply for benefits after reaching your full retirement age. To give you an example, let's say your full retirement age is 67. Again, this is just an example. As an illustration, you decide, hey, I'm doing okay here financially. I might be able to scrape by for a little bit longer on my savings, or maybe I'm working a little bit, or maybe, knowing that your full retirement age is 67, say, hey, I'm not going to take my Social Security quite yet. I want to let it ride for a little bit longer. That's okay, you can do that, okay. So let's just suppose that you wait a full 6 months, all right? So let's just suppose that by the time you decide, hey, I'm going to go ahead and file for my benefit now, you're 67 months old. That's good, all right. But what you need to know is that for after you reach Florida retirement age, your benefits will continue to grow by 6.67%, or 2/3 of 1%, for each month that you file for your benefits. That is, for every month that you delay filing for your benefits. In this example, your benefits have grown by 4% over the course of 6 months after reaching full retirement age. Not terrible, huh? Your benefits would rise by 8% if you waited a year. And no, this isn't not the COLA that I'm talking about. This is an additional rise because you filed for your benefits later than expected. This is the amount that your benefits increase, and in the example I'm giving you, you filed for your benefits later by 6 months. As of right now, you are 67 years old. You have, however, postponed that 6-month period of time, and as a result, your benefits have increased once more. In this instance, the increase is 4%. For example, let's imagine that you file for Social Security at the age of 67 and a half. In this scenario, you might be eligible for a one-time lump sum payout. Here's how it works. Social Security they might offer you a one-time lump payment and say, hey, we see that you've delayed filing for your benefit by a full 6 months. Would you like to take that permanent 4% raise to your monthly benefit instead of those 6 months of delay? Look of it this way. Let's just suppose that your benefit is, well, not on average. Let's just say that your benefit at this moment is $22,000. They're going to offer you some big, enormous number, like the back pay of those 6 months. A month, therefore, given that you've delayed for 6 months, you would be eligible for a lump sum payout of $122,000. 6 months of delays amounting to $2,000 a month isn't that much, is it? $112,000, all right? So they might be giving you a huge. If someone were to approach us and ask, hey, would you like a $122,000 check today? I believe many of us would respond, here's my bank account, send it right on over. So that's the cool part. The thing with this is that, as you may recall, if you accept this lump sum payment, you will forfeit the additional 4% that you have accrued during the 6 months that you have postponed receiving your benefit. That's sort of the trade-off, though, which is why they're giving you this. Large lump sums of money. This is essentially a back payment or retroactive payment for all the months that you postponed submitting for your benefit. That's what it is now. It's not like a bonus payout or anything like that. It's essentially a catch-up payment for those who wait to file for benefits after the Florida retirement age. All right, just a few more points I want to make clear. You would never again receive the additional 4% boost. Thus, you might want to do the calculations and determine whether you would really be better off not taking that lump payment in order to see what an additional 4% on my benefit would be over extended periods of time. That will be up to you to determine. Moving ahead, your Coke will surpass that amount as well, and you will receive a Coke in addition to the additional 4% raise. Keep in mind that the 4% increase is permanent in this instance. Additionally, I would want to bring up Social Security. We'll give a lump sum payment of no more than 6 months. That is it. The lump sum they will offer is limited to 6 months. They won't give you more or less than that. This is where it gets tricky. The lump sum payment really arrives. And indeed, as I mentioned earlier in the video, this is offered to some people, but it's absolutely not everyone. In fact, the data show that 66% of people file for their advantage at 62 years old. What was the previous number? It seems like 20. Just 10% of people wait until they are 70 years old, and 24% of people wait until they reach their full retirement age. Those are the most common waiting times. Current data about that, so you can see clearly that only approximately 34% of people genuinely wait until they reach full retirement age or beyond, okay? So, there are advantages to waiting, as in delaying the Social Security payout. However, you still need to determine what's ideal for your circumstances. There are many considerations when deciding when and how old to get pregnant for your benefit. But one advantage of waiting a bit longer is this. A little after reaching full retirement age, your benefits do rise. If you choose not to take the lump sum payment, You'll also lock in that huge hike, which is, as I mentioned, 4% every 6 months and 8% permanently every 12 months. You will be far ahead if you delay afterwards, but once more, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just putting that out there. If you decide to wait and plan on claiming your benefits for, say, 25 or 30 years, well then, you will delay afterwards.